Hey guys, I'm Gerald Wessels and I'm with the Wessels Realty Team. We've been looking at a series I've entitled 30 Real Estate Questions in 30 Days. And today's topic is how to find your dream home. We're dealing with really the nuts and bolts of what it takes to find your dream home in today's market. Now, there's a number of ways we can go about this, but there is an elephant in the closet when it comes to my thinking. Before I became a real estate agent, the question in my mind always was, what kind of time did the real estate agent spend trying to find the house of my dreams? Were they really putting a lot of effort into that? Or were they just trying to find something that would pacify us quickly? Did they spend 30 minutes looking for that dream house, an hour, a half a day, days? Well, I never knew that. Because in the old days, of course, they had a real thick MLS book. They didn't even have a GPS to get them to the locations. And so the individual themselves had no idea how much time was spent trying to find that dream house. Well, I'm excited to say that, in fact, my set is a little bit different today because the typical house is going to be found today, or at least the possibilities, on some kind of electronic program. And that is what we're going to be talking about today. Well, as you can guess, the major way, or at least one of the major ways that people find their homes today is they do online searches themselves. They give me a call after we've got to know each other a little bit, and they'll say, Gerald, I have 2 or 3 houses, maybe 5 houses, or if they're coming from out of town, maybe 10 houses that we would really love to see. And of course, those houses can be searched very easily with all kinds of electronic programs, even mobile devices that you can drive in the neighborhood. You can check the prices of a house with. And today, some people buy a house and they have not even gone into the house to take a look at it. And so it is a much different day and age with people finding the possibilities for that dream home themselves. And I really appreciate that, because no matter how much information I can get from the individuals in the buyer consultation, there's always a little something that maybe I didn't hear just quite right. And when you're looking at those houses online, maybe you found the exact house that you think is going to meet your needs. Well, the second way, of course, and this is more of the traditional approach, sometimes people want me or my assistant to find the homes for them. And needless to say, during the buyer consultation, I sit down with my clients, and we have a little bit of a form, and we go through that form trying to find out how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, all the specifics about what you would like to see in your dream home. But let me tell you a story there. There was an instance where I had shown quite a few houses, and we still had not found the house of their dream. Well, my wife said, the favorite house that I have always wanted is up for sale right now. Have you mentioned that house to them? In other words, we knew the area, and so we suggested a house that they had not even seen online, and you know what happened? They ended up buying that house. Well, the bottom line is, no matter what a computer can do, I still know the area south of Atlanta very, very well. I drive in these areas. I go on housing, listing appointments, buyer consultations, all kinds of open houses. And so I know the towns of Peachtree City and Noonan, Sharpsburg and Fayetteville and Fayette County and Coweta County and Meriwether County, all these areas. And so no matter how much we find on the computer, there is always something to be said about knowing somebody who knows the area intimately. And then, as you can guess, the third way that we can find houses is what I would call a hybrid. You're looking for the house of your dreams online. I'm looking for the house of your dreams online. And hopefully we come together and we find the exact house that will meet your needs and that you're excited about. You know, one of the gotcha points in this area is something that I learned when I was in the car business some years ago. Sometimes we think we know what we want, but when we get out there in the field and we see maybe in the car business a model that had an extra feature that we weren't aware of, or maybe we are willing to spend a little bit more money, or we want to move to a certain area and we don't really care for that area. Well, that's what happens when you have the hybrid model, because we're both working together to find your dream house. Well, in closing, as I've shared with you before, I hope that if you have any kind of question, you'll just simply text me. I'd love to discuss with you any of the items that are on the south side of Atlanta, talk to you about real estate in this area, and if I don't have the answer to your question, I'll find it. You know, also, I really do appreciate it if you'll subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, I hope you'll hit the like button. And then, you know, you might hit that bell so whenever another real estate video comes out, you'll be notified of that video coming out. Of course, I help people buy, sell, invest in residential and commercial real estate, and I refer people to agents all over the world. And I hope to see you in the next video.